one of his poems. Please give it up for Al Peters. Come on. Hey, hey.
I'm glad to call you. I'm sorry I didn't have the right harmonica mark, but good to follow people from the dark side. Anyway, what I'd like to say was my old man's birthday would have been yesterday. Okay, my old man's birthday would have been yesterday, and I was the rock and roll rebel. He was a big fella, my dad. He had me in a headlock to shave me sideys off when I was a young teddy boy. And the guy that started me on the rock and roll revolution was actually Gene Vincent. But which I've just released my version of Bebopaloola. So this is my version. This is dedicated to my old man. That's what my old man looked like. There's a sketch I've just done. Right? And I'll always remember this. Right? Well, I may be old, I may be great, but I'll rock and roll till my dying day. But I'm yeah, we're still rocking. Right, this is called Dad the Wheeler Dealer Man. From early morning to late at night, Dad wheeled and deals to most people's delight. From fancy property goods to heightened council rights, he always stood up for those who needed a good fight. Helping to enlighten Nosy with sad nose and Jamie, that was another of his delights. But I tell you something, commenting that not all people are inherently bad, that made him somewhat sad, having fought the Germans in World War II. But he had no choice about that, did he? He was on special operations, bombardier, taking prisoners of war, a tank commander, speaking German. He eventually defended us through. After the war, you know what he did? He moved on to something entirely new. And you may remember this, some of you. He was buying and selling shoe polish and brushes for a brown leather suitcase. And he was going around door to door. And he eventually expanded the business till he had a warehouse in Liverpool. And from that warehouse, he used to fill a place full of Stoke-on-Trent pottery. We used to go down there and get the pottery. And then we sell the second on the markets in Moles, Earlstown and Liverpool markets. That's where I got the gift of the gap from, the old fella on the market. But anyway, back in Chichester, fancy goods and other wares, Earlstown, Wigan, Moles, Liverpool, I told you before, but later bankrupted by a bad partnership, not believing what he heard or saw. So 20 years of hard graft. He gave it up, and I had to leave our college to help a family with this job, taking on an apprenticeship in a print warehouse to pay off 20 years of bad debt. And I owed that to my old man, but I didn't mind. And I said, Dad wasn't too happy about my late night rock and roll lifestyle, because he said he headlocked me. He had me headlocked, shaving off my sideboard and pulling back my quick back hair. But I was part of that rock and roll rebellion. And what I will say right now is, my dear mum came to the rescue. She said, "Hey, leave him alone. He's only a young kid. He's in rebellion." Well, you know, he was gone. But I managed to escape that culture class. And my late night rock and roll lifestyle continued. And what I would say, I had happy days spent with him, fishing. He used to go fishing in a three-piece suit. He looked like a squire, I could go fishing with, a waistcoat. Anyway, I kept the waistcoat. But one thing we did have in common is love of hats. He had the trilby, I had the flat cap, and that's where we had something. I always had a good laugh. And what I would say, he tried to put me in the army, conscripted, but I wouldn't have any of that. I flunked my audition. I couldn't take orders. But I will say, he died far too young, and all I will say, bravely. And he managed a year as Mayor of Knowsley, and then he passed on, because he died of lung cancer, which he blamed the armed forces for. But what I would say is this, I have huge respect for my dad, and I'm going to say, thank you, Dad, Although I'm still a rock and roll rebel, I've still got my flat cap, I've still got my siding, I'm still gonna play that bloody rock and roll. I may be old, I may be great, but I'll rock and roll till my dying day. Thank you.
He may be old, he may be grey. Give it up for our Peters!